From Hollywood, time once again for Money TV. I'm Don Baillargeon. Thanks for joining us. Money TV is the program all about money and what makes it happen. Well, there's no question in anyone's mind that big-time sports means big-time economic impact. In the USA alone, it's a $75 billion industry. Big-time sports is all about money. So it's with little surprise when the products of big-time pro sports, the pro athletes, command big-time salaries to showcase their talents in stadiums, arenas, and ballparks. The owners of major pro sports franchises are billionaires several times over, and in some cases they're as recognizable as the athletes themselves. But pro sports has reached a conundrum of hypocrisy in recent years, an issue which came to light again this week. The governing bodies of the major sports have self-policed their industry with respect to the behavior of their athletes, which represent the product being sold to a rabid fan base. Athletes are routinely disciplined for violating performance-enhancing drug policies, recreational drug policies, betting on their sport, or for being generally aware of how much air is in a football. In the NFL, two players in their career primes who have led on-field protests related to the national anthem are both without employment as training camps open this week. From the league's standpoint, it's understandable as fans were upset about a perceived lack of respect for the country and TV ratings fell measurably, resulting in lost revenue, because big-time sports is all about money. There are thousands of athletes available from the pool to fill team rosters, and no team wanted or needed a distraction. Recently in baseball, certain players came under fire for Twitter posts they made 7 and 8 years ago when they were teenagers. But this week, the World Series champions of baseball made a controversial decision to trade for a player currently suspended for violating Major League Baseball's domestic violence policy. They traded for a guy who beat up a woman. That's appalling, disturbing, disgusting, any other adjective you want to throw at it. But tolerance in professional sports is directly proportional to the talent of the player, because big-time sports is all about money. Now here's something that's not about any kind of money. It's our toll-free number, good from anywhere in the world you're watching the program. Call us toll-free, 888-259-4449, for free information about our featured guests. When you do call, be sure and ask to be added to the subscription list of our Money TV newsletter. It is free. It's an email publication, so we will need your email address. Again, toll-free from anywhere in the world, 888-259-4449. Visit us at MoneyTV.net, and please like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Well, our first guest this week's joining us in studio, Mr. Riggs Eckelberry. He's the CEO of Origin Clear Incorporated. OCLN is their stock symbol. Riggs, always a pleasure.
You know, may change be with you. That is the motto this summer.
That sounds like a Star Wars line or something like that.
Something like that. You know, it's an ancient Chinese curse. May you live in interesting times.
There you go. Now, speaking of interesting times, we're seeing a resurgence in the oil industry. Prices are going up. Production is going up. That plays right into your hands, doesn't it?
Of course. You know, when the oil industry went from $100 plus to down as low as 25, drill counts were slashed.
Right.
Just slash and burn. Well, eventually that stuff catches up with you. And we know we have geopolitical issues in the Straits of Hormuz and so forth, and that's a factor. But the bigger factor is that America today is really the new Saudi Arabia, and we have production capabilities that in order to bring them back, we're going to have to spend $4 trillion. $4 trillion. Now, a big piece of that is water.
Right.
Now, here's why. The oil industry produces roughly 10 million barrels per day between shale, 6 million, conventional 4 million. But there's 8 times as much water.
Right.
So 32 million barrels per day.
Wow.
1.3 billion gallons. It's huge. And of course, each frac, quote unquote, takes 4 million gallons,
right,
of which a bunch comes up. So that sets the stage. There's a lot of water to be treated. And guess what? It's expensive. Just to dump it down a disposal well without any treatment, just get rid of it forever, at least 13 cents a barrel.
Just really 13 cents a barrel?
Yeah.
Wow.
Just getting rid of it. If you have to truck it, you're paying $2.50 per barrel per hour to truck it. Your costs can be $3, $4, $5 a barrel.
Exactly.
For example, in Pennsylvania, they're required to recycle, and so there's a cost there of recycling in the Marcellus, or you can truck it to Ohio. Well, your decision to truck it or recycle depends on the cost of recycling,
of course,
right? So, with our technology, we're able to take that difference and go well below 10 cents. We've got proven costs of around 9 cents a barrel for our process. In Kern County in 2017, again, we proved it at roughly 15 cents total operation cost. And when we're just talking about without desalination, just for reuse, 10 cents per barrel. This is trivial. But this is huge because
Plus, they also get to be a good environmental steward.
Thank you. So regardless, we're talking about a 9 to 15 cent per barrel cost on something that can frequently cost $3-4.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
Now, how well do we do the job, right? And that's really where the rubber meets the road. So suspended solids below 3 parts per million, basically 99% bacterial reduction, 90 to 99% solids reduction. This water is clear and it's sweet. Now, what is this thing about sweet? There's something in oil, there's a bacteria,
right,
which is that rotten egg smell. That makes sour oil. It comes from the water. If you can kill that bacteria in the water, you will have sweet crude. Now, typically it costs 30 to 50 cents a barrel to disinfect that water.
Okay.
And remember, there's a lot of barrels. We're able to do this right now in the Permian at scale between 5 and 8 cents per barrel.
Wow.
So it's a huge difference. So our technology really is a lot like the catalytic converter in your car, right? It's that platinum. The platinum doesn't go away. It's just a catalyst, and it removes the particulates from the exhaust. We do the same thing for the particulates in the water. It's hyper efficient, low energy, and it doesn't degrade because it's catalytic. It's a noble metal. And now it's in use in the oil fields. It's been proven, and we are positioned to take full advantage of the $4 trillion opportunity, which includes water.
That is going to be exciting to watch. Once again, Origin Clear, OCLN. Riggs, it's always something new with you. It's fascinating to watch this company grow.
Thank you, sir.
And joining us now direct from West Palm Beach, Florida, is Mr. Roger Ralston. He is the CEO of a company called DirectView Holdings Incorporated. DIRV is their stock symbol. Roger, welcome back to the show.
Hey, Don, how are you? It's great to be here.
Well, we've been covering DirectView Holdings for a few weeks now. It's an exciting company. But for those seeing you for the first time, tell us again what the company does.
Yeah, DirectView Holdings is a holding company that's set up basically in the security and surveillance space. Through our subsidiaries, we sell a multitude of security and surveillance products, including security cameras, access control, perimeter security, and things of the sort. We also have a online e-commerce site, which is apexcctv.com.
Well, Roger, the company put out an impressive press release this week. Tell us about that.
Thank you. Yes, we've been working real hard on that. It's an awesome customer that we've been able to land a contract with to do their locations. This particular location is a huge location outside of Dallas, Texas, in a suburb called Grand Prairie. Very, very large facility, very large installation, and it's just one of many that we're working on right now.
Well, you can't go into a supermarket without seeing products from Mission Foods, which this company makes. It's got to be exciting to be working with such a well-known brand.
It is. It's awesome, and when you're out talking to people and you're talking about the company or whatnot, whatever comes up in conversation, that's the first thing that comes up when you say Mission Foods. Oh, the tortillas. So, it's a great company to work with. They've been, extremely professional, courteous, great to work with, well planned out. So we really, really enjoy working with them. There's a reason that you see them everywhere and that their name is so well known.
Well, Roger, you recently filed an S1 registration. What can you tell us about that?
We did. That's part of what we're working on right now. As I have previously discussed, that we are looking to kind of restructure, reshuffle the debt that we have in the company. Funding the company through an S1 it's a much more cost-effective way for the company to fund itself, and it's much gentler on the company, on the shareholders, on dilution. We are able to fund the company at basically, it costs us probably half, we save half, if not more than half, for the company and for its shareholders, and doing it through the S1 versus traditional convertible debt financing. So this is definitely the way that we're looking to go, and we're looking to be able to use this money towards debt repayment to bring down some of those convertible notes that are out there, and hopefully, retire them slowly as we go forward, and also use the money towards the growth of the company, potential acquisitions, and things like that. So if you see our share structure, we've adjusted that as well as part of this. So we have shares available not to, sell or dump into the market or something like some, negative comments I've seen out there or heard. But those shares are there to help the company on a go-forward basis as we're looking to execute our business plan of moving forward, acquiring other companies, having internal growth and things of the sort.
So restructuring your financing is a company priority?
It is. It's one of them. There's many priorities right now, but that's absolutely a priority of the company. So if the more we can get away from the traditional convertible debt structure and move towards more friendly terms for the company and its shareholders, that's definitely the direction that we want to go to. So, and we've taken the first step by going towards the S1.
There have been some misconceptions, mostly from online stock bashers, about the overall company debt. Can you clear that up?
Yeah, I can to the best of my ability. I can. Negative people are going to be negative people is all I can say. Positive people are positive people. That's just it. So the part of being a public company is we're a fully reporting publicly traded company, and part of that is our accountants and auditors. We follow what's called GAAP, and part of that is you always paint the worst, most ominous picture possible. The number that you're talking about there, if somebody says, oh, you're in $25 million of debt or something like that, that's not a real number. It's called a derivative liability. A derivative liability, they're calculated in all sorts of different ways, but it's one of those things that you would have to be an expert, and even the experts aren't experts on it. So it's an ugly looking number, but we're absolutely not in debt by $25 million or anything of the sort. So that is true. That's a complete misconception.
Well, let's talk about the future. What's the company outlook for the rest of 2018?
We feel strong. We feel strong. So the company's going forward. We've got a lot of projects that we're working on right now. We're hiring people. We're trying to find better ways to hire more people. So that being said, I would look at that alone as a positive. So we're bringing on technicians, we're bringing on more salespeople, we're bringing on engineers, we're bringing on project managers, we're bringing on online development people for the e-commerce side of the business. So we're definitely looking forward to move forward in a positive manner. So at the same time, we're also out there working with people looking for potential acquisition candidates as well.
Well, Roger, I asked you this question about 3 weeks ago. I'm going to ask you again. Why is this a good time right now for people to take a closer look at your company?
I think that the security space as a whole is, if you do any research on it, you'll see that the whole space is actually growing at great speeds. So as I've said previously, you can't go anywhere without seeing security cameras. Security cameras, access control, perimeter security, entry systems as you go into buildings and things like that. They're all out there. The turnstiles, whenever you go in, have access control on them. So it's definitely a product that's not going away. So it's not on its way out. It's not like the fax machine or anything like that. Security is only doing nothing but growing. So, and with that, we're looking to grow with it. As far as being in the public space, to find a company that is similar to our company in the public space, you're going to be very, very hard stretch to find that. So, we're very positive on the company. We feel great. We've signed some contracts and we've begun installations. We've received deposits. I mean, things are going the right way. So from that standpoint, we feel great about the company. So that's why I feel great about it, and I think a lot of people do feel great about it. I have to say that I'm humbled by all of the positive information that I've gotten from people too, and the positive encouragement that I get from people. So, and that just gives me drive, and it gives me more drive to be out there for the company itself. I'm behind our employees. We've got a great staff of people with the company, and its shareholders. The shareholders that are there are positive shareholders. They're in it for the long term, and we're very, very pleased and humbled that they're part of this journey with us. So, I'm definitely thankful for all of them. We're all thankful for all of them. And, like I said, positive people are positive people. Negative people are going to be negative. We really don't have time for negativity. We can only drive forward in a positive manner, and that's what we're doing.
Once again, Direct View Holdings Incorporated, DIRV is their stock symbol. Roger, a terrific update. Thanks so much for joining us.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Don. It's great to be with you. Take care.
Have you heard the news? There's only one flat-fee news distribution network on the market. It's called Access Wire, and it's exclusively from Issuer Direct. Any day, anytime, the Access Wire News Network can deliver your press release to more than 1,500 media outlets in 98 countries. Access Wire also delivers real-time engagement analytics. You will learn who read and shared your press release and more. Best news of all, getting started is easy. Visit accesswire.com and extend your company's news reach today.
Does this sound familiar? Turned down for a mortgage? Credit card interest over 20%? Didn't get the job you wanted? The problem is your credit score. Unsure what your credit score is? Call the Advocacy Network. 321-947-3220. Talk to Carl. He can help you regain your financial independence. Change your life today. 321-947-3220. Talk to Carl.
Have you heard the news? There's only one flat-fee news distribution network on the market. It's called Access Wire, and it's exclusively from Issuer Direct. Any day, anytime, the Access Wire News Network can deliver your press release to more than 1,500 media outlets in 98 countries. Access Wire also delivers real-time engagement analytics. You will learn who read and shared your press release and more. Best news of all, getting started is easy. Visit accesswire.com and extend your company's news reach today.
We're back. Thanks for staying with us and joining studio now with Mr. Curtis Hutton. He's the CEO of a company called Tap There. Curtis, welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me on, Don.
Now, I love the name Tap There. What is it all about?
Yeah, well, Tap There is real simple. So our technology allows you to basically tap on your phone and teleport or wormhole into anywhere in the world for a person or a business and actually be there and walking around like you're actually there. So Tap There really means tapping on your phone and being there within a second. It has uses and applications for virtually any business, anywhere from logistics to travel to entertainment to sports and all kinds of things. We developed the technology. We're in 108 countries around the world, and we've been semi-stealth. Apparently the word got out, and companies have come to us and have asked to license it. So we're in that phase past just development and actually licensing it right now and going to market.
So if I want to go to Florence, Italy, I just tap on there, and anybody that's got a phone filming and with their phone filming in Florence, Italy, I'm there. I'm watching through their phone, so to speak.
Yeah, it's terrific. The application for travel is just terrific because what it does is it allows you to go to a place, actually walk around a hotel, for example, walk through it with other people around you. They take the form of avatars, and you tap on them and chat with them. You get instant feedback that's credible, and it's from your peers. And with that feedback, you can ask them to show you a room, check out the view, go to the restaurant, ask them about the food. And so what it does is it allows you, before you book your trip, to actually be there, get all the information you want, even make friends. And now you go book your trip as an informed decision that you never could do before.
The commercial applications of this are absolutely astounding. They're limitless.
They are limitless. In fact, I never designed it, and as a company, we didn't create it for some of the things that have come our way. Being in stealth mode, we thought not too many people knew about it, but some companies heard about it and have come to us in the area of logistics and other things. In logistics, for example, it allows you, especially if you have perishable goods, to know where your containers are within several feet. And so if a perishable good is having a problem, you'll actually get an alert. You can then teleport right in or wormhole right into a factory or a truck, see your goods, and it's all interactive. You simply press on your phone, and someone there, anyone in that area, whether they're working or a person, can show you whatever you want. So it's very interactive, and you can crowdsource anything. So what it's done is it's really democratized the 6 billion mobile phones out there and allows everyone to interact with you and be able to do things for you and with you.
So licensing the technology, that's basically the revenue model for the company?
It is essentially the revenue model. What we discovered early on was that there are so many industries that this can help and transform that licensing is the way to go. So what we're doing now is we're looking at industries and companies that already have massive user bases and licensing the technology for them to enable them to use it to provide value to them and their environment and their customers and so forth.
Just amazing. Again, the company is tapthere.com is their website. You got to go check that out. Curtis, congratulations. Fabulous technology. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Don. Thanks for having me.
And joining us now on the phone, calling us from Chicago, is Mr. Greg Lambrecht. Greg, of course, is the CEO of Single Point Incorporated. Their stock symbol's SING. Greg, what's going on in Chicago?
Oh man, we've got some really good news for our shareholders. As you know, we've been just a couple weeks away from our Form 10 going effective and being fully reporting. So we've been entertaining investors because, quite frankly, we're going to be getting investment at a much better percentage. So we're here in Chicago talking to one of our investors, and can't really disclose anything now, but very, very good meetings with them. The other thing that's happening here is, we made an investment in a peer-to-peer gambling company called Staycall, and just about a couple weeks ago, they loosened up the laws for gambling, and so that's really moving forward. And this is a really cool app. Basically, it's peer-to-peer gambling, so you can just have the app and bet $10 with your friend that you're going to make it to the restaurant on time, or what team's going to win. So we're having a great trip here in Chicago, and things are looking great for Single Point.
Going back to the investment standpoint, isn't it amazing how many doors have opened for you since you went on the path to becoming fully reporting?
Yeah, and that's why it's not easy, and a lot of companies try it and don't get there. Between the money that it takes and the time and the auditors, but the main reason for doing it is for transparency, credibility, but it allows you to raise money at a significant lower discount, and it really brings family offices, institutional investors out of the woodwork that want to invest in you, and we're seeing that now. So we're really happy. It's taken us a couple of years and a lot of money to get full reporting, but we're starting to see the results.
Again, Single Point Incorporated, SING. Well, Greg, enjoy your time in Chicago. I can recommend a couple of great restaurants, but have a great time while you're there, and thanks for the update.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Don.
Take care. And joining us in studio now is Mr. Warren Wang. Warren is the CEO of ChineseInvestors.com Incorporated. Their stock symbol CIIX. Warren, always a pleasure to see you again.
Hi, Donald. How are you?
Well, I'm doing great. We had a great conversation last week about shareholder questions. I want to talk this week a little bit about new business. Tell us about that.
Sure. We have hemp oil, Chinese investors, and cryptocurrency, 3 divisions. So my idea is going to spin off the hemp oil division hopefully by end of the year.
Okay.
And then I looked what other are the vendor or service provider CVSI did. It's quite impressive, and I think the Congress will pass the CBD. The law for CBD fully legalized.
Yeah.
CVSI is our partner. We purchased the products, white label it, and the stock trading around like 13 cents last November. Stock yesterday trading around $3 with 100 million shares outstanding. This is a real company because they have around like $12 million last quarter. So you're talking about $50 million. So when the stock from 13 cents to $3, there's a lot of real buyer, the investor, heavy money involved with that. So I think we are the one, I would like to say the first ever public traded in the United States Chinese type of CBD oil company. We have 2 offices around the world. One is in China. We're doing the cosmetic things using the CBD infusion. One is in San Gabriel, Los Angeles, 20 miles from here, maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes driving from.
Well, let's face it, with LA traffic, about 50 minutes.
Yeah, 101 to 10,
yeah,
and
exactly.
then exit at Del Mar or New Avenue, and then we can see that our office is selling in the LA, selling the CBD oil for Chinese consumer.
Okay.
We did about 2 or 3 seminars in LA. We invite all the users coming to do testimony, and then bring the new user. We bring the Chinese medicine doctors to do the presentation. I participated one before I took off for the vacation. It's quite impressive, but because we would let the people say, hey, what do you think after using the CBD? Well, I don't used to not sleep well, but after using the CBD, I feel very, very, very good. So I'm quite positive about CBD. But I think, unfortunately, our business is so diversified. I cannot put all my 100% energy into the CBD. That is my passion.
Right.
First of all, I don't smoke marijuana. I don't smoke pot. But I'm using the CBD. It's increasing my energy levels. I never got sick.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because the CBD, and I'm a believer, and I have nothing to do with marijuana or pot, but I think this is very helpful for the Chinese consumer, for the American consumer. So I think we are the first one who teaching the Chinese consumer about the CBD. So we started in the U.S., and my idea is after spinning off Chinese hemp oil or Chinese CBD will become a private company, and then we filing for A1 registration A+. We filing the testing water process, and then filing A1, and then going public if the SEC allow us to start promote our CBD business around U.S. We can raise money through radio promotion, maybe through your MoneyTV.net, which was very interesting. So non-accredited investor they can contribute 10% of their income into the new deal. So I'm very excited about registration A+, because I think not alone we can raise over $20 to $50 million, but also we can increase our brand awareness. So that's my next year's my goal. So I just try to give you an update on what's happening on CBD, and hopefully I can see you next week.
That'd be great. Once again, ChineseInvestors.com Incorporated, CIIX. Exciting update. Always great to listen to what you have planned.
Sure. Nice to meet you.
Take care. On this week's Money Wrap radio program, we're going to talk about what $32 trillion can buy you. To listen online or find a radio station near you, just go to the website moneywrap.com. Calls toll-free from anywhere in the world, 888-259-4449 for free information about our featured guests. When you do call, be sure and ask to be added to the subscription list of our Money TV newsletter. It is also free, as is the call, 888-259-4449. Visit us at MoneyTV.net, and please like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. That's our show this week. As always, we'll be back next week. Thanks so much for joining us.